We're back. So we're going to fight the dragon tank at this point.
1 part dragon, 2 parts tank.
8 parts tank. I feel like it's mostly tank.
Yeah. Well, no actual dragon inspired, really.
No dragons were harmed in the making of this video.
In the making of this tank.
I don't know, like, a regular tank would be just as effective.
Really, the lineage of Chancellors hasn't improved much, has it?
Well, no, that shit...
Well, the original Chancellor was good.
Yeah.
But his, being faked by, Vrak, whatever his name was.
So the head repairs damage just automatically. She's gonna wail on it for a bit.
Head repairs damage. Wow. It repairs damage to everything quite a bit.
She's gonna wail on the head for a bit until it gets destroyed. Then you can deal with the rest of the body. Again, like in the early stages of many JRPGs, you just gotta put one character on healing detail, which usually means she just heals with items. It's a lot better once you get all heal moves. This game actually gives you a pretty solid all heal move early. Aura Whirl heals you for about like 70 or 80.
Yeah, man, this music, like...
It's tripping you out?
Well, it just is all the music in Chrono Cross.
Again, I find that surprising because the two games aren't necessarily that similar. Alright, so we've taken out the head now. And the head is the thing that shields it from fire damage.
They really follow the same spirit of
World traveler.
of a game. Sort of crossing space and time, really epic sort of,
But there's only like 2 eras to go to in Chrono Cross.
There are.
Whereas in this, there's so many.
Then, the number of characters you can get in Chrono Cross.
Oh, it's massive. And there are so many, secret
Oh,
characters.
yeah, there's a cast of, 50.
Yeah.
It's really unprecedented.
It's more like an SRPG in that
in any other, yeah.
There's actually a really good game.
And they're both really heavy in side quests and extra stuff.
Yeah. Oh, there we go. Alright, so we won. The bosses in the beginning of this game are pretty easy. There's harder bosses later. Oh, and this is the epic.
Yeah! Who is Chrono? Why does he do that? Why does he know how to do that?
He's a badass. That's what he is. They're trying to fix it. Apparently that explosion killed no one.
That's hilarious.
What I'm wondering is why they don't... these guys must have the strongest abs ever, because they're holding it in a straight line there.
They're staying rigid.
Yeah, that's pretty impressive. Nope.
Wait,
we can't open these chests.
Can we?
Because we're in the future.
Oh, right. Yeah, that is 32-bit comedy at its finest. A man bridge?
The old man bridge. Reed only used to dream of such things.
Whoa. Whoa.
Uh-oh. Guards!
I actually dreamt that I died the other night.
Dude, that's horrible.
Yeah, well, I was a ghost afterwards.
Oh, that's not
and I was able to,
Was it positive Casper ghosting, or were you, Slimer?
And it was very desperate ghosting, because, I'd remained as this, fragment of my psyche, and I was trying as hard as I could to, make myself known to the people who loved me, who were, mourning for me.
Yeah, that's horrible.
Yeah, I was like, I'm still here, and I was exerting, the whole force of my being to, haunt people, essentially. Just to be like, I'm here, I'm here, I'm here.
So that's why ghosts are.
And,
well, why ghosts are
I was able to eventually will myself back to, being alive again.
That's pretty sweet.
The final key of which was I had to will myself into enough physical substance to eat human food. And then I was able to be alive again and have a body.
And then I woke up pretty hungry.
That gave me substance.
Yeah. You people get morning wood, I woke up with a grumbling tummy. And this is another iteration of Marley telling the guards to stop and then just responding in kind, them being like, oh yeah, right, she's the princess. And then someone just barging, the Chancellor being like, what the hell are you doing?
The 33rd.
I have killed many guards at this point. And the king doesn't know that I was up for execution. He thinks I killed a bunch of guards to get out of 2 more days of solitary.
Oh, naughty, laying down the law. I despise you. I'm leaving. Harsh.
That's a side quest later, I think. You reinstate their love and get something for it.
That one guy. That's funny. I'm glad that they took the time to do that.
Gotta catch Chrono.
So it isn't an actual chase scene. You just fight 5 guards.
No, you run from them.
Or you do. Yeah.
You rarely fight like such human.
Quick to other time to escape.
We don't know if it's going to another time. We know it's a gate. Gate is now
That's what they've dubbed that.
the term.
Almost looks like a star. Could one say it's a star gate?
No. No, we can't.
The number of SGs it possesses is 1. Gibson SG, good guitar.
You just really.
It's really
You're on the ball for Chrono Trigger today, aren't you?
I am. That might be the Kellys talking.
Yeah, or note to self, don't drink and do a Let's Play again.
Or always drink and do a Let's Play.
Yeah, that's true. Maybe. Doctor Who.
Doctor Who?
Yeah. Alright, so here we are.
I'm so bad at making that joke anytime anyone mentions The Who. I'm like, The Who?
That's pretty clever.
Thanks.
So here we are.
It is like the first 4 times after that. It's
So civilization here seems advanced. Interesting.
Because you just know what advancement looks like when you see it.
Like, she just saw a bunch of colored lights and was like, yep, advanced.
Like, the future would freak me the fuck out.
The Trandome.
This is so sad.
Oh, wait, does he have... Okay, cool.
Nice.
Alright, so we want 3 of those.
Past and future era.
Even though it's iron.
Like, I hope this is better than anything we can ever buy in any previous time period. Otherwise, they've done the future wrong.
Well, Chrono still uses swords, so I don't imagine, you know...
No, why is the future so sad?
Yeah, that's sort of a thing.
Yeah, I'd forgotten about this.
This is post-calamity, which we will eventually learn about, actually. And in this era, we learn about why the future is so terrible. But it is... So the beasts there don't react to guns and swords.
It's almost like we need, like, magic or something.
Something, yeah. No matter what era you're in, Wadia is the like the social equalizer. That's the word.
What are you doing?
So this is the Enteron. It gives you a full night's rest, but
You're still hungry.
but doesn't make you less hungry. You being hungry is the thing. They just make sure to tell you that so you're aware that the people in the future could always get a full night's rest no matter what, but will always be hungry.
Oh.
Yeah, it's pretty messed up. So we're gonna save here. We're not cutting it, we're just gonna save. So beyond the ruins.
Lab 16.
So this is the area we have to get past. There's food apparently in the dome. Oh, yes, right.
Yeah, there is.
So if you bump into rats, they steal things from you. They're not a fight.
Goddamn rats. Octopod and a meat eater.
Oh, the octopod's on a lot of health.
Yeah, fighting some tough stuff here. They were spoiling us with all the, forest beginning of game enemies.
They're doing some hardcore shit. Well, something just killed everybody.
Good thing it was after the octopod died.
Yeah. I try not to waste. Guess you gotta really burst down that barrier. Oh, maybe Marley did it anyway.
Marl! It will not stop.
Okay. Our viewers may demand it.
When they do, I'll stop. When we have viewers, and if they want that.
When we have viewers, and we love you all dearly. Especially you, Frank.
Frank's a good guy.
Alright, and down goes the Man-Eater.
Like that Nelly Furtado song?
Yeah, that was a lot like it. That was perfect,
I don't
really.
remember any of those words.
Don't look it up.
Fine. That is what I was taking my
Isn't it
phone.
like Man-Eater make you work hard?
Make
you sweat hard?
Make you want more.
Oh,
What? I don't know. Make you.
Yeah, Man-Eater make you work hard, make you sweat hard, make you want more, I think is...
Make you. I forget the last one.
all of something.
Make you.
Milkshakes? Is that anything to do with milkshakes?
Milkshakes.
Too many boys in the yard. Just too many. Never making milkshakes again.
Your favorite meme has a really good milkshakes one.
Yeah?
Angry Dad or whatever it's called.
Oh, Stare Dad.
Stare Dad, yeah.
So good. I forgot about Stare Dad.
It's a very surreal meme. Reed, if you haven't guessed, is just a huge fan of the surreal.
Yeah.
Digimon was his favorite show growing up.
Yeah, it was. And yeah, and
And we started watching it.
it now. Watching it now really does, yeah, I do see where a lot of, like, probably my love of surrealism comes from Digimon.
It's very surreal.
Which I appreciate, like, a lot about it in retrospect.
Yeah. Considering the dialogue, a lot of the dialogue in it is just god awful.
It's just, yeah, it's cheesy, like, kids anime dub dialogue.
So many load swords. I scoff at these load swords.
Why would they even give us more than one load sword?
Yeah, that is weird.
Did they assume we didn't get the one in the prison? They assume we didn't buy the one at the beginning. They assume we didn't get it in the prison, so they gave us one here just in case.
Yeah.
But to be fair, were I playing this on a console, I would never get that one in the beginning.
No, God.
That would take you, like, several hours.
Oh, actually, before I knew about the... Before I knew about the speed button on my emulator,
Yeah.
I actually did that.
Oh, yeah?
It's just, like, as a kid, that's not as big a deal. Like, Pokemon grinding wasn't a big deal to me. I would get Charmeleon up, like, my Charmander up to level 20 before fighting that first gym.
Yeah.
Load bow.
Oh.
We just bought her a bow. This always happens, JRPG.
I mean, I guess if you are investing yourself in a game, you don't mind, really, like, if you really do want to...
Yeah, but even then, like, there's a lot of games I really like where grinding is really not my favorite thing. Like, in Final Fantasy XII, it's my favorite Final Fantasy. But, woof, the grinding in it. Well, because, like, I always want to beat the super bosses of Final Fantasies, but I rarely want to do the work for it. And you have to be level 99 for the final boss in 12.
Yeah.
That thing, it takes you, like, on average, something ridiculous, like, 3 hours. Like, that's just too much, I think.
That is...
Like, I think 8 had a really good one, actually.
You know,
It's
it was
all
all
about-
about preparedness.
Yeah, but I think that's all it has to be, right? You just you get your guys up to level 99, you've earned the right to defeat
I don't know,
the
actually, I wish the fight had been a little more difficult.
Yeah, maybe.
I wish there had...
Because it's you have to change a lot of things really quickly in 12 to beat that super boss. Because
Yeah.
at one point, you cast Reflect on your whole party, and if you accidentally cast Renew, which just brings the target back up to full health, you can accidentally cast Renew on him, and then you've brought him back to full health after like 2.5 hours away.
That does really suck. What I do wish, actually, in 8 is I wish that his attacks weren't in a set pattern.
Yeah, because you only had to fight him like 3 times, and then you figured out the pattern.
Yeah, and once you figure out the pattern, you literally can't lose the fight. Because you just know when you have to heal, and then it's just a matter of taking enough
Well,
time
not even
to do
heal.
it.
You know when you have to use those items that make you invulnerable for the next turn.
Yeah, that too.
That game, more than almost all the other Final Fantasies, is really about maximizing the number of times you can deal 9,999 damage.
Yeah, absolutely.
That's how you once you've got... In In this game, you almost never get to that point. I think the max amount you deal in this game is 999. Like, you can't even get above 1,000.
Really?
I think so. No. So these enemies are shadows, and I'll show you here. Marley will attack one. They just miss. You have to kill them with your magic.
Ah, okay.
And slash is apparently magic damage. I never use slash, but slash is the basis for dual strike.
Right.
Oh yeah, these hideous things. Look at it. Like, look how awful that
It's
is.
terrifying.
But that's great monster design though.
It is, absolutely.
And you don't. No, you do fight palette swap versions of this. 300 health.
It just looks like a monster fetus, like a huge monster fetus.
But it really looks like a monster.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
Akira Toriyama.
Yeah, really cool. Monster design for sure. It's cool that that's really his thing now. Is he just does game design.
Does he?
Yeah, he doesn't write manga anymore.
But what other games has he done? Do you know?
Like I said, he does.
Well, he did Blue Dragon.
He does all the Dragon Quest games now.
Does he?
He's
Is
done-
Dragon? I have not played a Dragon Quest.
He's done
game,
every Dragon Quest
honestly.
game. Like 8 was his start. He's done every game since then.
Oh wow, I have not played one since SNES. I think I played Dragon Quest 4, which is a lot of fun.
Yeah.
Whichever one has the merchant in it. The merchant character.
8 I liked a lot, but what happened was I lent a friend a memory card and had the file on it, and then he lost it.
Oh really?
And I never had the will to play.
You have all those horror stories about lending your friends stuff too, right?
Yeah.
Don't lend your friends video games, people.
This was the guy that I lent my Gundam Wing DVDs to, and have yet to get back.
Oh really? Gundam Wing's good too.
I mean, I bought like a really nice bootleg DVD set. But
I think I had downloaded. Oh, then I reformatted my hard drive, but I had downloaded the HD collection.
nice.
But I think I reformatted.
Another anime I managed to reference. We're doing good now.
Gundam Wing.
We're up to. We have.
It's on my hard drive. Okay.
I
think
Kenshin, Naruto, Gundam Wing.
I think we've managed to solidify that we are.
We like anime.
We are good people to be Let's Playing Chrono Trigger. We are appropriate.
But yeah, no. So he did. So he did. Well, this was this is a start in game design. He did Dragon Quest 8. He did Blue Dragon. He's done every Dragon Quest since.
I have not played Blue Dragon, but from
Well,
looking at it, it didn't look like a JRPG to me. It almost looked like Spyro, honestly. Just like looking at the art.
But I remembering that he had done the design for that. Because like at the time, I didn't think it really looked like that great of a game. I read the reviews. It's apparently supposed to be pretty good.
Oh really?
It's supposed to be like people start criticizing it for not being innovative in any way. It's
really?
just like it didn't do anything different than a JRPG like hadn't done before.
Middle of the road JRPGs are pretty disappointing.
But it was like it did the old stuff very well.
Okay.
It was like a very well done sort of standard JRPG. Was the like, you got a lot of like 80% reviews.
Those of you out there, 80. Okay, let's talk about game reviewing for a second. Can we please get rid of the idea that 80% is a bad review? Everyone out there, accept that reviewing a video game is not the same as getting your marks back in school.
Yeah, like I'll see like an 80% review and think I should probably play that.
Yeah, no, and I agree with you there. That's how I feel, but an 80% honestly is like the worst marks a video game reviewer is willing to give someone. Because they can't...
Hey, no, I see all kinds of like 7, 6s.
Sixes are people with grudges.
Yeah.
Because imagine, like, in school, if you got a 60% back, you were upset. But you can't think about it like that. Like, 50% in terms of a game review is an average game.
That's true, and that really isn't the way that people tend to treat reviews.
No, and that's what you lose so much from between 1 to 10. Like, you're never going to give a 4. No one will ever give a 4, because anything below a 6 is like a 1 or a 2.
Yeah.
And even a 6 is a god-awful game, right?
Yeah, there really is a disconnect somewhere in like game reviewing. Yeah.
And then you have to give like every score in the range between 8.1 and 9.9, right?
Yeah. I think I don't think I've ever seen a game review less than 5. Now that you like you do mention it, yeah, you're right.
And something like the guy who made Call of Duty, there were some there were some early reviews of one of his newer games, and he was talking about haters in his tweets. It was like, good release, sorry about the haters. And he was responding to 8.5s. Like, if we honestly believe that everything we make, if it gets less than an 8.5 in a game review, is being hated on, like, we really need to change our conception of
That is bad. Yeah. I mean, ooh.
like, that's not... And if you read the review, he was like, it's not a bad game, you know, it's kind of middle of the road as a... And they are. I mean, no one out there is going to call Call of Duty innovative. It's not its MO.
Yeah.
It's to continue the status quo. Right? They made a really good game.
This whole bit of dialogue right here is hilarious if you think of it as sexual innuendo. You're going down below, eh? Yep. No one's ever returned from there. Well, gotta try.
So this thing, we talk to these people. If you talk to these people around here, I'll give you the rundown. So there was that weird door we saw, Dynamite won't budget. There's Death Peak, Lunatic Robots, food. So food is supposed to be in this dome. And we've decided that we're going to go down and get the food.